Hello, it's Rad, and tonight we're gonna take a look at the Sun in Capricorn, which entered in 21st, so about a day ago. 21st of December, 4:20 a.m. In the morning, obviously, at the 21st. And it will be there, I think, up until the 20th of January. I'm not exactly sure because I don't have the calendar of 2025 yet, but it should be either 20th or 21st of January. And what we're going to do in this live stream, obviously, is going to be a forecast for the Sun in Capricorn for each star sign, for all of the star signs. And the first thing that I usually do, which I'm going to do today as well, that's going to be the collective reading for the transit. And the first card that I drew a few hours ago for it, that will be the Two of Cups. Then we have the second card, which I drew for the Sun in Capricorn. That will be the Tower card. And the third card for the Sun in Capricorn, that will be the Knight of Swords. So we have those three cards here. And what we can say from those three cards is this is going to be an ingression of the Sun that will completely influence a relationships, and where it's going to swing the relationship toward will be, for the most part, our doing, so to speak, because there are going to be a lot of predispositions through which relationships could be deemed unusable or unsuitable, so to speak. But these predispositions that we're going to encounter into the next 30 days within the relationships, they are manageable. They can be overcome. And long story short, it will be the moment of either we are gonna for sure make it, or either we are going to for sure break it here, with having that Tower card next to the Two of Cups. And what that really means is that, how can I put it into words? There are going to be situations into the upcoming 30 days that are going to pop up into our relationships. And mind you, as a general reading, I don't mean just only intimate relationships. This could be partnerships, business partnerships, that could be friendships, it could be as well, if you will, relationships within the family. And what these situations truly are going to threaten is the way how we express toward one another, whether we are showing the love we feel, or whether we are honest with each other, okay, or whether we aren't holding anything back as either information, or either as a feeling, or either as a wish as well, and how well we act as not even as a couple, not even as a business type of partnership, but as a unity. How well we contribute to one another. And these situations are going to be situations which all these qualities of one relationship are going to be put to the test. And instead of choosing to take the easy way out, kind of like, you know what, we're not compatible and it's just we can't do any more business together, or we can't be together anymore, or I don't want to live with you anymore, and so on and so forth. Instead of that, we can choose to pretty much rebuild, stepping on this new foundation. And if we do decide to do so, then all of these qualities that I have just counted down are going to be restored, and then within the relationship, a symbiosis is going to settle. and that will make the relationships extremely harmonious. Now, a few words for the people that are looking for a relationship. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. So yeah, few words for people who are looking for a relationship, whether you're looking for a friend or for a business partner, for someone to work with, or for a romance. Now, there are going to be definitely situations where you can forge one, whether you can forge a friendship or a family bond, okay, or a business partnership. But there are going to be one of these criteria, so to speak, that you do have, which are not going to fit at all. So, for example, I don't know what kind of example to give you here, guys, because I don't want to insult anyone. But say you want your business partner to be outspoken, and instead the guy or the girl happens to be shy, introverted, and that is something that you need to kind of like work with. And if you do work with it, instead of completely scratching that individual out, then things are going to work very, very well in between you two on a different level, so to speak. So that said, Sun in Capricorn are going to put our relationships to the test. And those who truly hold on to their intimate partner or their family, or if you will, their business partners, their colleagues, only they will be able to sustain their relationships. I mean, the rest who are looking the perfect kind of like situations and the perfect type of giving and taking to each other, or so to speak, the perfect match, I don't think that that's going to be a good ingression for them. So that was for the collective reading. Now, a few notes about the show before I move forward. There are going to be 12 readings, one for each star sign, and I'm going to start from Aries, and I'm going to end up with a Pisces. And the star signs that I'm going to read for, you can keep up with them, which star sign I'm reading for currently, through the glyph that is going to be displayed on my right hand side right there. Currently I'm going to put the Aries glyph there. Okay, so Aries glyph, and now I'm going to read for Aries. But before I do that, just to let you know, guys, that if you do enjoy the show and you do wish to support me, you can totally do that for free by subscribing for the channel, leaving a comment, and as well giving me the thumbs up if you do like the video. And if you do wish to support me financially, you can also do so using super chat or a PayPal, which link you're going to find in the description down below. Finally, bear in mind, these are not your personal readings, they are general readings for the star signs. And if you do wish your personal situations, like goals, like problems, or like undertakings, to be subject of my tarot interpretation, you can go as well to my website, which link you're going to find in the description down below. And there on the very front page you can find full list of my services and also their pricing. Now, all that set aside, starting with Aries, and let's see what kind of a transit Aries is going to have. But before that, Yasmin, thank you for the 20. Thank you for the $20. Let me put you into the list, and at the end of the stream you are going to have your personalized reading. All right, so first card for Aries, that's going to be the Knight of Swords. Second card, we do have Six of Pentacles. And the third one, that is going to be the Sun. So you guys will be able to forge relationships with people you think are way out of your league. And the beauty of these cards is that you are going to truly win those people or that person with your brain, the way you think, the way you behave, and in general what you know with your intellect, instead of, for example, trying to be the tough guy or the bully or you know, these kind of bad boys or bad girls, so to speak, mean girls, so to speak, that, you know, in our teenage years everybody liked. Instead, you are truly going to shine as the smart one in there, and that is gonna leave almost no room for being challenged in terms of intellectual uh, in terms of intellectual capacity, and that will bring you the option to either set your relationship in a stage or forge a brand new one, um, the way that suits you the best currently. That doesn't mean that it's going to be the way that suits you like that forever, but at least for now you will have the luxury to enjoy, so to speak, expanding energies of growth in terms of a forging or settling, reshaping, if you will, relationships moving forward. So whenever you have to make a decision whom to go out with, for example, or where you should go out, or what kind of a date to have, or well, how to proceed with your current one, or how to establish a business relationships, and so on and so forth, uh, take a breath, don't rush it, because if you look around closely, you will see that there is that option out there that completely suits you, and it is the one you are truly gonna like executing. So just don't rush your choice. Okay, so that was Aries. Next we have Taurus. First one for Taurus, the Hermit. Second card, Seven of Swords. And the third one, again, the Sun. It turns out, at least according to these cards, Taurus, that the Sun going into Capricorn is going to make you more on the giving side rather than the taking side here. And whenever you are in some kind of a relationship, now that would be friendship, like I said, or family relationship, doesn't have to be necessarily an intimate one. Don't be surprised if you have the instinct here to put the needs of the other side first. And that instinct, although at this current stage you may not be able to put your finger on why that's the case, okay, it will play a significant benefit for you moving forward into the future. So think of it as like you are making up a favor now, and then into the future you can recall back that favor. Bottom line here is that as you are putting the needs of the other side first, that is going to open up a niche for you, which will happen to be quite substantial and essential for your future relationship development. Again, that relationship could be any kind, or rather like any type of relationship, but it's going to happen to be, for example, a super substantial move to establish control and dominance within your business relationship or within your intimate relationship. And talking about intimate relationships, this selfless acts that you are going to happen to shine with are going to truly attract people that are going to place a right value on you. And if one of these people, I don't know, happen to be someone you happen to like, and I don't know what to tell you, I mean, good for you. But at first it's going to feel quite awkward, you putting everybody else first, okay, and setting yourself onto the second gear. But other than that, it seems that you are gonna make a hell of a score in terms of developing your relationships within the next month. Okay, so that was Taurus. Next, Gemini. The Fool. Next, the Chariot. And afterwards, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, the third card. Just give me a moment here. So these three cards. And I don't know where to begin from. Now this ingression could end up a bit scary, especially when it comes to already established relationships. Like I said, any type of relationship falls within that. And they are going to happen to be a bit scary because, you know, every single one of us, regardless whether you're Gemini or Virgo or Sagittarius and whatnot, everybody has at least some kind of a concept for how things are going to move forward, if not a plan how things are going to move forward. And this sun in Capricorn, at least according to my card, is gonna throw your concept out of the window. Okay, and it's gonna be for a good reason. Here is the thing. Having the Fool, or rather like these three cards play a role, but having those three cards in such a setup, it describes, just give me a second. Hello, Amelia. Well, it's just nobody's typing. But welcome to the stream. So they're showing that there is a much more light-hearted, carefree, and easier, let's put it that way, easier way how to reach your goal. It's quite difficult to explain it here, but say you are in a relationship with someone. Let's say you are in a business relationship with someone and you want to make a really good partnership with that person, working together. Thank you, Amelia. And you want to work together on equal basis, okay, doing the same thing together. And currently you do have a concept how you're going to do that, and this sun in Capricorn is going to prove that your concept of how you're going to do that, it's quite difficult, very sluggish, and also quite complicated. There is a better way, much more which gives you much more freedom. It gives you much more room for your muse, if you will, and on top of that is much more carefree, and it has a less room for an error, so to speak, and you don't have to even break a sweat. So that's why it's going to be scary for you, Gemini, a little bit scary, that once you start diving into relationships, you will see the things aren't exactly going the way you have expected, at least at first. And thus what you have planned to do, or whatever concepts you do have, cannot be applied. But new concepts are going to replace the much better concepts. We're not talking about concepts of like things aren't working, so you know, we are splitting. This is more like that's kind of outdated, or that's kind of stupid of me to think of that way and this way. And why should I, for example, hold myself back and just kind of like go with the flow and so on and so forth. And from it, you may even raise the bar of what is possible going forward with your relationships, whether family relationships or business relationships, so on. So it's gonna be a good ingression for you. Just don't freak out at first. All right, Cancer. Four of Pentacles. Hello, Alicia. Welcome to the stream. Page of Cups. And Six of Pentacles. So not much to be said about Cancer, other than you will forge or secure a relationship with a person that do have emotional attachment to you. Take it as you will, okay? But also having the Six of Pentacles there, it means that this person is tailored for you. It's tailored for you. It is within your social level, it is within your career level, okay? It is neither behind or above you. And so you will fit very well. Thus, you will be able to ensure a secure relationship contrary to your expectations. Because that Page of Cups being next to the Four of Pentacles, it kind of shows a change of where the wind is blowing. So little by little, you're going to start seeing that there is a change looming on the horizon, okay? And it is very often like you have been introduced to someone. Let's give a romantic example here. So you have been introduced to someone, and the first glance or the first vibe you felt is like, it's the very best. It's so I can give as a grade. But the more the night is going forward, the more you start liking the guy or the girl, and that starts to change your position, or it starts to change where the wind is going toward. And before you know it, you end up liking the girl or the guy, and that will give you the predisposition to secure a really good and solid relationship, at least to ensure your future relationship for the next 6 months, say 1 year as well, because remember, tarot readings aren't for the lifetime. Okay, so that was Cancer. Next, that will be Leo. Good morning, News Devon. Welcome to the stream. Are you gonna have holidays, or you're gonna work toward throughout the holidays, News Devon? Okay. For Leo, Nine of Swords. Hey, Anna, welcome to the stream as well. Two of Cups. And Page of Wands. I'm gonna need a second here. That is kind of like opening up. It's like not being afraid to I am News Devon. You can do super chats as per usual, or do you talk about a like private personal reading? Because if so, yeah, I mean, you can go to my website, which is linked below, and there you can choose whichever service suits you best. Though I do recommend uh, live reading through Skype. It's just you can take the most out of your money. So it is like not being afraid to make an error or to make a mistake. That doesn't mean that you will. Yeah, that's great. Because every time I do have a live stream, you're always working. It's kind of like even Sundays. So back to Leo. I'm not talking that you are gonna make mistake, but say I had these. I think that everybody had those problems when I was a teenager, and for example, I like a girl, okay, and I am afraid to tell her that I like her from, for example, because I had a fear of rejection, or I thought that it's not the right time. I'm just gonna wait for a day, or I'm gonna wait for that night to come where we are all gonna gather, and it's just the perfect moment never comes. Well, this Sun in Capricorn is going to completely negate those fears from you, and you will end up being quite innovative and as well. How can I put it into words? Ingenious when it comes to, for example, presenting your emotions or saying what you have to say in front of your partner, or take it because boss employee is also a relationship and you may be afraid to ask for more money. Okay, and this Sun in Capricorn is going to give you the ingenious to do it in such a way so you don't have anything to be afraid of. Okay, but at the very least you ain't going to lose your job even if you end up being denied. So that Sun in Capricorn is gonna make you much more braver than you already are, Leo, and hopefully is gonna make you the or give you the necessary push to make steps that under normal circumstances you wouldn't, and because you wouldn't, that could bereft you from some relationships that are otherwise within your grasp. Okay, so that was Leo. Now moving on, next we have Virgo. Anna, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Anna. At the end of the stream, you will have answer to that question. Let me put you into the list. Okay. So Virgo. And I do apologize for the poorer quality than usual. I just the internet, it's quite unstable since yesterday, and I just don't want to push it with the bitrate. So I have halved. I'm sorry, from searching for the double word, the opposite of the double. So I have halved the quality, and it's running smoothly, at least for now. The Death card for Virgo, followed by King of Wands. And next we have the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess. Hold on a second. Okay. So those three cards. And this will be a test. This will be a test for you. How much your type of relationship you crave for is worth for you. Let me give you an example. Now we do have the death card, okay? And this is a super good for people that doesn't have relationships, because the death card shows that one stage is over and now you are moving to the next stage, okay? And if you are single, then that stage of being single is over and you have the chance to move to the next stage, which is being in a relationship. But because we do have the King of Wands next to the death card, it's kind of like is gonna put the situation in that way. Okay, you can have that relationship, but you have to give up on, and that on thing, it's an ambitious project of yours. It doesn't have to be a job project. Okay, you may have an ambitious project to read 4 hours a day, but in order to make that relationship happen, you have to use those 4 hours for the woman or the guy, whichever preferences you do have, and so you cannot fulfill that ambitious project of yours. Bear in mind that this test, or the price you are gonna pay, at least according to these cards, it's totally worth it, because we are talking about a soulmate type level of a bond, of a relationship, having that High Priestess next to the Death card. But ultimately, the choice is gonna be yours. Oh, News Devon, thank you for the 20 pounds. Thank you, News Devon. That is quite of a Lenormand draws, just so you know. So what I'm gonna do is gonna do you taco reading, okay? A Lenormand draw, and then which is gonna give us the event, and then what's gonna come after that event. Thank you. Thank you. Let me put you into the list. Yeah, Amelia, but again, you will have to give up on, okay? And some people just can't, okay? And that's the thing about us, the human beings. We always want more and want everything. And how our brain works, it is that you do realize how fortunate you are when you lose your fortune. And this is, by the way, a trick that you guys can use if you want. You are much more likely, for example, to get a promotion if you, when you are talking about it, when you ask about it, instead of telling your boss how much you are going to contribute for the company, if you get the promotion, instead of doing that, to tell them how much they're going to lose if they don't give you the promotion. Because human brain is much more, or human psychology is much more willing to give a go to if they are to lose something, and much more critical toward if they are to win something. Because winning involves risk, while losing, it's kind of like it gives you a sense of certainty, and you want to prevent loss. So, hello, Cheryl. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. All right. Next we have Libra. Ten of Wands. King of Swords. Six of Cups. Okay, guys, it's a bit rough because first thing I want to say is that no matter what I say about these cards, that doesn't mean that whether the love you have in your life or the love you can experience is not going to be there. Because sometimes you do love someone, okay, but it is just a necessity that your relationship transform at least for a short period of time into something else. That's great, Cheryl. So what I'm going to say about Capricorn is going to affect you a lot because after all, the sun truly is in Capricorn. So what we have here is that the relationships you have are gonna transform more toward the benefit type of side. What I mean it is that within the next 30 days, Libra, you will gonna you're gonna lean more toward how much that person you are in a relationship with, whether a friendship type of relationship or business type of relationship, makes your life easier and contributes for your well-being. In other words, it's a piece, a living piece, or rather like a functional piece that makes your life a well-oiled machine and allows you to do or to accomplish stuff that otherwise you wouldn't be able to without them, rather than how much emotional attachment you do have toward that person. And again, that doesn't mean that the emotional attachment is not going to be there. But once your relationship starts to lean and transform toward that end, then a lot of concerns and a lot of problems that you may think you're going to have or you may think you have are going to be resolved. And let me give you one really positive example into that. Now, let's say that you do love someone really, really much and you have recently started a relationship, but you are now thinking about, well, I don't know how they are going to truly fit in my life. Okay, and these cards are showing that within the next 30 days they are gonna fit very, very well, because although you love each other, you're also gonna have that mutual benefit for one thing or another within the material world, which will allow you to, like I said, being able to accomplish things you otherwise wouldn't be capable of, and also is gonna solve a lot of problems you have. So it will be a good one. And by the way, under the influence of these cards, very often business partnerships and kind of like colleague type of interactions, they do transform into something a bit more. At first, at mutual benefits, and then it could transform into a fully functional and loving relationship. All right, next, Scorpio. You're welcome, Amelia. I hope that you do reap the full benefit of this influence that the cards showed. Okay, for Scorpio, 8 of Cups. Then it is the 7 of Cups. And it is the 2 of Cups. Now, 8 of Cups, you may think really, really bad start. Actually, it's awesome for Scorpio. And in terms of especially romantic life, the best is yet to come. I mean, the best is gonna start coming, and that's Sun in Capricorn. This is a promise that anything you we thought for, that can be accomplished now within this month, will be certain that can be accomplished. Okay, and so if up until this point we had any doubts or we were uncomfortable with one or another situation, whether that situation is going to stay or leave, that is besides the point, because even if that situation stays, at least for now, we are going to have the confirmation, whether through our partner or whether through the circumstances, that this situation that is annoying us, if there is one, is completely temporary and is going to go away, and the circumstances will become perfect into the future. Not to mention that these cards are showing that if you are with a partner currently, you are with one that can fully satisfy your emotional needs. If you don't have a partner, that is about to change, and you will be amazed how good that change is going to be for you. I'm just going to be amazed. You wouldn't believe that actually there is someone, okay, out there that happens to be perfect for your current criteria and current needs. All right, so that was for Scorpio. Next, Sagittarius. Temperance, which is, by the way, the card for Sagittarius in Tarot. The Chariot. And then is the Hangman. It's pretty big for Sagittarius, by the way. This Sun in Capricorn is gonna force you guys to make a solid compromises, which are gonna significantly ease your, for example, ease the tension and ease the situation within your relationship, which is going to unblock it, or to ease the way you are searching for love and happen to end up with the potentials for love, and unblock, so to speak, or stir, I should use the word stir, or a stir going forward with your love life, primarily for the love life we were talking about, although these compromises could end up into your business partnerships as well, that are going to stir the business moving forward. Now, I'm talking about big compromises because they are going to be nominally big, but for you, at least at that stage, they are going to feel like it's a fair exchange. The very least, that it is a fair exchange, and you had found the sweet spot, the middle ground, the mark of the situation. And so it does look like that your relationship situation, whether family relationship, friendship relationship, whether intimate relationship, is gonna find its way and is gonna stir big way in that direction. Hello, Sophia. Thank you for the 20 Canadian. Thank you. Okay, I can try to tell you that, but let me warn you something. Tarot cannot make choices, and whether you go back to work or not is going to be a decision, whether your decision or whether the decision of your employees, all right? And like I said, Tarot cannot make choices for you. So the best I can do for you, Sophia, is to give you the likelihood. But what I could suggest you here is to make you a simple career reading, which is going to show that even if you don't go to work before Christmas, how much this is going to affect you, and up until what date, or rather like what time frame is going to be in which you can expect to find a suitable job for yours. So let me know if you do want to change your inquiry with that. Nancy, thank you for your 20. Thank you, Nancy. Let me put you guys into the list. Oh, a second. Okay, next, Capricorn. The Devil. Seven of Cups. Six of Swords. Okay. So at the end of the day, you ain't gonna be gods. Because with the Devil and the Seven of Cups, you are literally a god. Whatever you say goes, and even unimaginable things that you may thought you can accomplish, now you can't, right? Basically, the Devil and the Seven of Cups, it is where there are no impossible things, and even better than that, you get to dictate what the circumstances are going to be. For example, under a what kind of an atmosphere and where and when and what kind of a dress your date is going to be under, what kind of a vibe date is going to be under, okay, what kind of a conversations to have, and so on and so forth. So the Devil in the Seven of Cups is pretty much gives you the ultimate, so to speak, power to satiate whatever you miss in that particular case in terms of relationships. If you do miss sex, for example, you do have the ultimate power to satiate that hunger, okay? And even better than anticipated, better than expected. It would be almost like a drug, so to speak. Now, the Six of Swords here, though, it kind of like puts a bar into the wheel, at least a little bit here, because it kind of shows that you should not overextend yourself beyond the wall of your fear. So if something kind of like smells and feels risky, it is risky. It's more than risky. And the best thing that I can describe it is that, yeah, you will be able to dictate the circumstances, but once you do so, once you establish under what circumstances things are gonna go forward with, you have to take what you can get. All right, that's the best way how I can describe. But if it is love you seek, you can create one for yourself. If it is sex you seek, you can create one for yourself. And under create, I mean develop the circumstances and entrap, so to speak. And I'm sorry using that expression, but kind of like enthrall. I'm not going to use entrap. Enthrall the person you like, or the person you want to have business with, and so on and so forth. But if it kind of like it feels a bit scary, then definitely ain't gonna work. So the fear is your compass here, and whatever the fear is pointing toward, you are going into the opposite direction. Okay, Aquarius. Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. It's a complete fulfillment of your relationships, completely fulfilled of how things are going in business, completely fulfilled in terms of intimate relationship, completely fulfilled of your family and of your friends as well. And to top it all off, and before top it all off, let me explain what I mean. Completely fulfilled means, you invest in a relationship, you invest in your friendship, whether you invest time, whether you invest attention, or you invest in your intimate relationship. You may have invested dreams, you may have invested hopes, you may have invested your time, you may have had to make some sacrifices. Okay, these are all investments. And they're completely fulfilled. I mean that what you are gonna get in return, at the very least, makes you even. So that is pretty much, you will say to yourself, damn, it was good for me to decide to do it, because it completely paid off. So that is what it means, that you are gonna end up being fulfilled. And to top it all off, also very, very, very happy. So happy, in fact, that it's gonna be a bit scary, because the thing that is gonna petrify you here, is gonna make you shit your pants out of fear. It is, what is gonna be my life without it, without that friend, or without that business partner, or without that person I'm in love with. And this is gonna be a good fear, because it's gonna make us maintain. We're gonna make a complete maintenance 24/7, or all the time, so to speak, of those relationships. And as long as we are making that maintenance, we are going to receive that happiness out of these relationships. So Aquarius is going to be probably the happiest of all, at least for now. I don't know how Pisces are going to turn, but Aquarius is going to be the happiest of all. Pisces. King of Wands. Page of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. It's a compass. Okay. So it's more of a guidance than some kind of a forecast here. And what we have it is that this season, where the sun is in Capricorn, which is, like I said, roughly up until 21st of January here, it will backfire so much if you try to transform a friendship into an intimate relationship, or a friendship into a business relationship, or to transform a relationship, like trying to make up with your colleague, or trying to make up with your business partner, and so on and so forth. There must be a complete I don't know how to put it into words, a definition in what kind of a relationship you are, and you don't mix that definition with anything else. The good thing here, or one of the good things here, it is that for the most part, for any kind of relationships, you are almost set. And under almost set, I mean that some things in the way you are performing could be better, but that could be said for anyone, okay, and for everyone. And just a second, Sophie, what is okay? You want me to stick with your inquiry as it is? Is that what you want? So back to you, Pisces. You could do better. For example, you could do better with flirting, but your current flirting is also sufficient, for a lack of better expression here. What truly the compass says, it is that you can find the relationship you need through socializing. And under socializing, I don't mean just chatting in the social media. I mean going out and meeting with people at places where there is fun. That is what I mean, like going into bars, discos, social gatherings, concerts, and so on and so forth, where people enjoy the fullness of life. This is where you will be able to form a healthy and truly relationships with future. Okay. So that is what those cards said to you. Like I said, the choice is yours. Now, that was for the 12th. And now what I'm going to do, that's going to be super chat. Just give me a second here, guys. Shauna say, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Shauna say. Let me put you into the list. Yeah, Yasmin, you are now. It is your reading that it is coming now. All right, Yasmin, those are your cards, right? So do have 3 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and 8 of Swords. Let me take a sip here and have an inhale or two. So this is going to be work related for you, Yasmin. And I don't know if it's going to be new. What I mean is that whether this is going to be a new client or a new colleague, right? Or a new partner to work with. But this, a new partnership. Because it may be a colleague that you currently have, you have worked with, and you end up working together again. Or a client that you have worked with back in the days, and now you end up working with them again. And the reason why this is more prominent, it is because this partnership on you will allow you to fix things, and you are gonna end up being super busy, right? Things that, for example, haven't had a green light. They couldn't receive a green light. Projects that couldn't receive a green light, say a few months ago, now you will be able to make it work. That is just for example. Or you lost a client with a colleague of yours because I don't know, you didn't have the papers or the time wasn't right. Now you start working together anew so you can win that client this time around. What we do have here is a correction, which correction will consolidate, or I would say solidify you at your work. Okay, so you will be able to anchor yourself for the work you do through that partnership anew, and also is going to open you much more possibilities for you to grow, although they are not going to manifest right away, but people are going to start talking about it. And the only thing that could really play you tricks, it is that once this similar situation with the past arises for you, like, oh my god, this client again, they never like anything we propose, or they always have something to complain about, and so on. You know, these negative thoughts that usually would accompany a site of failure, you need to completely negate them. It is like, imagine that this is the first time you're going to work with that person, or you're going to work for that individual, and then things are gonna go extremely smooth and very, very well for you. Although, like I said, you're gonna end up being super busy, and also you will need to do things by the book, no improvisation whatsoever. The moment you improvise, it is the moment shit hits the fan. So that is what Capricorn season, the most important thing that Capricorn season holds for you. All right, next, Anna Chaban. What are Mark's intentions? Thank you, Yasmin. I hope that you do have ones too. We are going to see each other, guys, one more time at 20, hold on a second, 29th, where I'm going to make an yearly forecast. I was planning to do a yearly forecast on videos, but I got very, very sick. 2 weeks type of illness. It's I had my tonsil inflamed or inflamed and inflamed, and I was on a very strong antibiotics. I couldn't get out of bed for 2 weeks, and that's why we didn't have a live streams the last couple of times, because it was super hard and I just couldn't do the videos. All right, Anna, those are the cards. And the first thing, those two, you can see them. That person wants to make a change toward making a move. Now, what I don't like here is that Ace of Wands. I am feeling much better now. Thank you, News Devon. I actually stopped my antibiotics Thursday. I have stopped the antibiotics Thursday, and I am recovering now. I do have post-antibiotic treatment, which is for 10 days. So I'm still recovering, but I am much better now. Thank you, guys. So what I don't like, it is that Ace of Wands with the 10 of Wands in particular, because this is like a predator, okay, waiting for the perfect right moment to make a pounce. But definitely the intentions, it is to make a gainingful move, or rather like a move towards you, Anna, that is gonna bring gains, particularly for them. but doesn't have to be just for them. Now, the good side of those two cards, which are the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands, it is that that person is ready to give it all on that single move. It is like all in, right? Making it all in, and whether it works out or it doesn't work out. But what I can tell you, it is that they are sick of not going anywhere. That High Priestess with the Ace of Wands, it is pretty much being sick of going nowhere and waiting for the signs, if you know what I mean. Okay, so screw it, I am going to provoke the signs, and hopefully things are going to work out for me. But they are definitely intending to make a all-in move, and they hope that it's going to be a gainful one, that it's going to uncover a gainful opportunity for both of you. So that is Mark's intentions, at least according to my cards. Okay, News Devon. What is coming your way? Those are your cards. Money are coming. Now, we do have a delivery that unlocks money. That could be just to get with Anna. No, Anna, doesn't have to be only materially based, right? Ace of Wands is basically about whatever gives, right? It's just whatever gives. It is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, it is the passion of gaining. You may gain intimate relationship, you may gain business relationship, whatever gives. But it is not just materially based. All right, money, a delivery of a money. So a man is gonna be involved with that. Okay, so these cards, and let's see what's gonna come out of it. What a man we have. The Emperor, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. What a man we have. Well, so two versions of how this may play out. That could be business related. It is like, you know, you work for someone and they're willing to pay you a lot of money. Now, this is the more better version, so to speak. And what you need to know it is that they're gonna use you on 100%. What I mean is that this person is gonna see your surplus sides, what you can do really, really well, that it is a niche thing, and is gonna place you doing only that thing. And that way you're gonna have an easy way doing your job, or you're gonna have I can't really say fun way of doing your job, but at the very least you're gonna like it. In the same time, that person will be able to completely rely on you to do your job, and it will make you not regret that whether deal or that whether that deal that you had made or that partnership. Now it could be with romantic incentive, and that is the not that good way the thing could turn out, because the person that you may have the chance to make a relationship with, very wealthy, okay, very wealthy. They can completely kind of like cover you up with your expenses, okay. You don't have to work being with them, but that person will want to control the entirety of your life. In other words, you may end up having sugar daddy here, okay. And although it's not like you are gonna be squeezed with an iron glove, at least not at the start, your freedom is gonna be taken away. And yeah, it is entirely up for you to decide what you want to do, but you definitely have a chance to unlock, so to speak, a very solid revenue stream that it is coming your way. Now, whether you are gonna decide to give it a go or not, that is entirely up to you, because the Lenormand said a delivery of. You may decline that delivery if you so choose. So the choice is gonna be yours. I don't like making choices for other people, but I will tell you that at least at the start, only good things can come out of it. I mean, if you decide to go forward with the endeavor. That is the other, the fourth card I drew you. Three of Cups. It pretty much means that everybody is gonna score a win with it. Yeah, bear in mind that that is a reading up until the 20th of January. All right, Nancy Solorio. Does Scott wanna have a committed relationship with me? Give me a moment. Those are your cards, Nancy. Give me a moment. Merry Christmas, News Devon, and Merry Christmas as well, Anna. Have a wonderful, wonderful celebrations. All right, Nancy, not at all cost. Okay, not at all cost. Not at all. Having that Three of Cups to the Ace of Wands, it pretty much means that at least at that stage, what you want out of a relationship, or what you consider being a committed relationship, it is not what Scott consider being a committed relationship. Okay, so with that Ace of Wands and the Temperance, he's definitely okay to give it a try, but to give it a try his version of it, not your version of it. Okay, so I do believe that what's gonna be best for you, by the look of those cards, is to have a conversation on that topic with Scott, because yeah, I mean, your opinions are not gonna meet at all, at least not at that stage here, but you will respect each other. And it's kind of like you're not gonna mock each other, you're not gonna consider each other crazy, for example, and so on and so forth. It will be super mature and I could say, yeah, honest, but also a conversation that shows a lot of solidarity and a lot of respect. And who knows? I mean, you may be okay with what Scott considers to be a committed relationship. Because, for example, for you, a committed relationship may be you living together. Okay, you're living together and having dinner every day. While for Scott, it could be that, you know, you are seeing each other every day, but other than that, and kind of like you are, you know, fulfilling your duties in relationship, but other than that, you are free to enjoy lunches with your friends, and you are free to watch your favorite shows separately, and so on and so forth. So it's very, very important that you take a grasp on what is Scott's version of committed relationship, and who knows, you may like it, you may be okay with it, but that is what he's willing to give it a go right now, at least according to my cards. Right. Shauna say, what do I need to know? You're welcome, Nancy. They, listen, that's my personal opinion. There ain't anything wrong with people having freedom and being in a relationship. In fact, a having freedom and being in a relationship is a testament of one's trust. Because at least I do take it that way. The only reason for you not giving me a freedom is because you don't trust me. That's the only reason why you wouldn't give me freedom. Okay, sure, I'm gonna say, give me a second here. This is gonna be, these are your cards. So what do you need to know? It does depend whether you do have a child or not, or whether you do try to conceive or not. If you do try to conceive, what do you need to know? It is that most likely it's going to be. I don't want to give you 100% guarantees here, because at the end of the day, that is an entertainment show. But for what I can see here, it's most likely to succeed. That's one. Now, if you do have a child, your child is gonna find a niche. It's gonna happen to be quite successful in something, for example, quite successful into drawing, or into singing, or into some kind of a creative expression. And I mean, it's going to be very, very successful in terms of skilled, and it is going to benefit you a lot if you do invest heavily into it. I do apologize for that. I mean, it's gonna not just only you, but also your child, and that's gonna make your child be very successful, and consequently you will reap benefits from it later down the road as well. Now, if you don't have any children and you do not try to conceive, then what you need to know it is that a something that you are gonna name as a small breakthrough, a small success, okay, like something minuscule, you will consider is like almost brush it off, like it is not a big deal, will happen to be a snowball, and before you know it, it's gonna end up being an avalanche of a breakthroughs and success, and it will allow you to be on the map with your personality. So that will be if you are an influencer or you are working through social media and so on, then you can expect to take place there and simply to make you famous. Now, how famous? Only time will tell. Okay. Just give me a second here, guys. So, Sophia, whether you're gonna end up working before Christmas. Happy holidays, you wanna say. Well, those are your cards, Sophia. Let me put my camera preview. Right, so those are your cards. Now, this is why it's tough to answer those kind of questions, because these cards are showing here is that there is an incentive for you to be asked to fill certain gaps, so to speak, in regards to your question. So what I take from it is that there is a job someone cannot do, and probably you're going to be asked, or at least being incentivized to do it instead. That is up until Christmas. Now, the thing it is with that Six of Swords and hey, Taco, and the Emperor, it is that there is a very big chance for you to ask for too much or for too many. Like, for example, for too much money or for too many benefits, and in general to kind of like not give the sense of employee that otherwise the other side expects. Okay, so it is not, definitely it is not certain whether you are gonna end up having work by Christmas, but you're gonna have the incentive, or rather like you're gonna be incentivized to go for one. Other than that, Sophia, you are not gonna stay without job for much longer, even if you don't end up landing the one up until Christmas. What I do have here is that you will be able to transform your ambition in regards to your question, and that is the ambition to work, into a rather solid and powerful drive very soon. Very soon. Okay? So even if you don't land the one up until Christmas, I think that January, the latest February, you will be able to land one that is gonna suit you very, very well, and financially and in terms of working hours and so on. Taco, thank you for the $22.22. Let's check your reading, mate. And Taco, if you are like Gandalf, you know, Gandalf is never late or early. He comes whenever the time is ripe. So you are never late, mate. Thank you for the 22 again. Thank you. Let me see if you had any inquiry with it. Nope. Okay. So let's check it out then. Danish, no. Here in Bulgaria, they are American. Well, they are all sorts of kind of cigarettes. We do have Romania. I don't know if we do have Danish ones. But the best, in my opinion, German. German ones, top quality. I never smoke other cigarette that beats that in terms of a quality. How it fills your lungs, the feeling, the smoothness of it, it's just exquisite. And it's worldwide top brand, I think. I will mail you what you should go for, okay? All right, Taco, these are your Lenormand cards, okay? So it's a announcement that is gonna be just made for you, right? It's not gonna be like publicly made. That you are someone's favorite, like someone's favorite for the job, like someone's favorite for the enterprise, like someone's favorite for to get to a certain point. And those are your tarot cards once you are made as so. Okay. That will make you So that will basically make you to hold on certain things you had in mind to take as a choice, and take on a different path that at that point is gonna make. Yeah, I do have my chat fucked up, and so I'm watching the live stream from a different account, and so I can't ban them right now, but I will definitely gonna do so once I am done with the stream. So you will take on a, like I said, on a different a perspective on things once that information is made known to you, which different options that you are gonna go for are gonna make your they're gonna make the results you're gonna get from it a much more substantial. And let me just give you an idea, is that, say you are applying for some kind of a program. Okay, you are applying for some kind of a project program, and then if that's the case, just if that's the case, then that would mean that you are going to get, for example, an email letting you know that you are a favorite to get the program. Nobody else that is applying is going to know that. Only you are going to know that. And that is going to make you postpone applying for another programs, okay, and going full steam ahead with this one, which it's going to put a lot of value, right? This thing that you are going to be made known of, that you are the favorite, is going to bring a lot of value into your life. Now, because I do know your situations, I don't want to speculate with them, but I pretty much think that you know what I mean with that. Or let's say it's a program for Colombia where you want to go for, okay? Let's say that they do have 20 spots in that program for you to go there and work and have accommodations and so on. It's very well could be that you may end up having an email to notify you that you are one of the favorites, and you're most likely gonna get the program. So that is what the most important thing is gonna be for you through the as far as Sun in Capricorn is concerned. And I'm gonna give you a few other options through email, few things that kind of like crosses my mind, okay? And with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your generosity, and hopefully we're gonna see each other around. Now until then, bye.